Hi everyone. So we're at the beach today. So we bring our hands to heart center, setting an intention for our practice. It's a beautiful day here. As we exhale, twisting the upper body around to the left. Inhaling, exhaling around to the right. I'm going to repeat that a couple more times. Please excuse my hat. It was just a little bit glary in my face today. One more time, each side. And back to center. Interlacing the fingers and turning the palms away from the face. Bringing them up overhead, leaning to the right, over to the left. And then interlacing the fingers behind the back, dropping the head backward. And then leaning forward, bringing the arms as far forward as you can, stretching through the shoulders. And then giving yourself a nice big hug. Inhaling, exhaling, hugging, crossing the arms the other way. Really honoring and respecting yourself for showing up today. Side bend, gently resting the left elbow on the left leg, right arm over to the right side now. Left arm comes up and over to the left. And just be careful here if you have any lower back issues. You might feel a few tweaks. So just take it nice and easy and maybe take the side bend out. And instead you could lean forward and backward. Pushing up into a standing position now. Warrior one, arms are high. Exhaling, taking the arms back a little bit further, curving through the spine, coming into warrior two. Flipping the front palm, reverse warrior. Side angle pose as we lean our left elbow on our left leg, right arm overhead. Back to warrior two. Feet coming together at the top of your mat into Tadasana. Stepping the left leg back now, warrior one. Leaning back. And then turning that back foot, coming into warrior two. Flipping the front palm, reverse warrior. And then bringing the right elbow onto the right leg for side angle pose. Big deep breath in, turning to face the side of your mat, coming into goddess pose. Hands to heart center. And then taking the arms out parallel to the floor and just shifting the upper body weight to the right, back to the center, to the left. Now again, if you have any lower back problems and this is tweaking anything, then just stay in goddess pose without the movement. Bringing hands to prayer position and then twisting the upper body so that the right elbow is on the outside of the left leg, back to the middle, and then over to the other side. Left elbow to right leg, back to the middle. Just bringing the feet closer together as we drop down into our yogic squat. Feet are out on a 45-degree angle. And you can probably tell by now I'm not really wanting to get my hands sandy. So we're not doing any downward dogs today because I forgot my mat. Still, it was nice to get my feet into the sand and feel the sunshine on my body. Breathe in deeply a couple more times. And then gently rising, taking arms above head and then down by our side. Come into eagle pose now. So wrapping the left leg around the right and then wrapping the left arm around the right. Sinking down, taking the hips into a seated position. And focusing on something in the distance that's not moving. Transitioning now into airplane pose, bringing the arms parallel and the body parallel with the earth. Left leg is fully stretched towards the back of the body. And then gently bringing that leg out to the side, coming into a side lunge. Arms are high. And then back to center. Changing over to the other side, the right leg is going to wrap around the left and the right arm will wrap around the left arm. And then sinking the hips lower towards the earth as we raise our elbows a little bit higher. Again, stretching through the shoulders. And then gently taking the right leg back as we find some balance and stability through that left leg and our core. And then taking the right leg out to the side, side lunge. Feet back together, big deep breath in. Exhaling as we forward fold. Dropping the head, stretching the back of the legs. Halfway lift. Forward fold. And then gently rising. And then sinking down into chair pose. Hands to heart center, rotating the torso so that the right elbow is on the outside of the left leg. Back to center, maintaining chair pose, and then rotating the torso to the other side. Left elbow to outside of the right leg. I thought something was biting me. Foot there, if you're wondering what I was doing. Gently rising. Coming to the top of your mat again for warrior one. And then exhaling, bringing the palms together behind the back, opening the chest towards the sky. Gently resting the hands on the knee as we lean forward, taking our pelvis towards the earth. Stepping the right leg back, warrior one. Bringing hands together in prayer position behind our low to mid back. And then resting the hands on the leg as we sink deeper. Opening up our hips and pelvis. Standing in Tadasana now. Shoulders away from the ears. Our core is engaged. Our thighs are slightly turned inward. Chest is proud. Stepping to the side of your mat and then crossing the legs as we come into a seated position. Gently resting the hands on the knees. And then we're just going to run through a mudra breathwork practice. So bringing the middle finger and thumb together, inhaling and exhaling. And then moving on to the ring finger and thumbs, inhaling and exhaling. Then the pinky and the thumb, inhaling and exhaling. And then the pointer finger and the thumb, inhaling, exhaling. And then running through that sequence at your own pace. Middle finger and thumb. Nice, slow, deep, controlled breath. Then the ring finger and the thumb. The pinky and the thumb. And then the pointer and the thumb. Go again. Middle finger and thumb. Inhaling, exhaling. The ring finger and the thumb. Pinky and the thumb. And the pointer finger and the thumb. Coming back to normal breath now. And then bringing hands together at our third eye. May we have kind and loving thoughts today as we lower our hands to our mouth. May we speak kind and loving words today as we lower our hands to our heart. May we have kind and loving intentions today. That's it from me, guys. Thank you for joining me on the mat or on the sand. Namaste.